Good evening, curling fans, and welcome to the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. We are live from the Community First Curling Centre in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Tonight we have a battle of teams looking to inch their way closer to the championship round as Team Quebec faces Team Newfoundland and Labrador. I am your host, Peter Stesky. Great matchup tonight. Both teams come in with a record of 2-1. Quebec's going to open with the hammer. We'll introduce Team Newfoundland and Labrador first, playing out of the Carroll Curling Club in Labrador City. Their lead, Dennis Langdon. Second, Barry Edwards. Their third, Mike Ryan. And their skip, Keith Ryan. And then Team Quebec, they're playing out of three different curling clubs. The Lacolle, the Etchemin, and the Kanagami. That's going to be tough. Kanagami. Their lead, Danielle Bedard. Their second, Maxime Lamallet. Their third, Serge Reed. And their skip, Francois Roberge. So both teams off to a great start in this event. We start with 14 teams, men's and ladies. Play two different pools of 7. 6-game round robin. The top 4 teams from each pool advance to the championship round, where they play a crossover against the teams from the other pool. And then we advance to a semis and a final, and our final is on Saturday, men's and ladies. It's been great curling up here so far in Sault Ste. Marie. The ice conditions have been fabulous. You'll see throughout this game if this is your first time watching. Lots of curl, speed's good. Opportunity to make plenty of shots. And we're underway here in the first end. As I mentioned, Quebec has the hammer. Newfoundland and Labrador lead. Dennis Langdon's got a couple of center guards up. Nice come around made on his first by Daniel Bedard. Looking to duplicate that with this one. This is Daniel's second time at the Canadian Seniors. And a very good start for him. Barry's 2 in there. Short little run back here though, available for Newfoundland and Labrador. Their second stone, Barry Edwards, also competed in this championship in 2018. Short little in-turn run back. This is going to way over curl. That's a spot. It's a swingy spot on the ice, going away with the in-turn, coming back here with the out-turn. They just got caught on that one. And now a pretty good chance here for Quebec early in this game. They're already lying 2. Opportunity to draw in, lie 3rd.
No down 2. Yeah.
Maxime Lamallet throwing second stones here for Team Quebec. I've actually played against him a lot in my day. He's a 2006 Brier champion, played with Jean-Michel Menard. Played in the 2006 World Curling Championship as well as the 2006 Canada Cup. Really nice guy and a very underrated sweeper. Not the biggest guy in town, but he can move a brush for sure. Slides a little deep on that one, but it hangs on the back 12 foot.
Normal, yeah.
Barry Edwards here. Opportunity to maybe make a double. Has to get fairly close to his own guard up front. They're jumping on this one right away. Navigates the first, but not the second. And wow, real opportunity now for Quebec.
Yep. Go against us. Let's push. Back it. Whoa. Eso para ahí. Go, yes.
Already lying 3, drawing in to lie 4 with the hammer. Opportunity to put a bunch on the board here. Still very early in the end. Lots of time for Team Labrador to get out of this one. Got the Ryan brothers at back end, Mike and Keith. I actually just assume they're brothers. Hopefully they are. They could be just 2 guys with the same last name. Mike throwing the 3rd stones. Played the 2001 Brier as well as the 2018 Everest Senior Men's Championship. Able to move some rocks around, kill one of the Quebec stones, but still Quebec in just an excellent position here. There's no real easy doubles for Newfoundland and Labrador. Good chance here for their 3rd stone, Serge Reed of Quebec, to draw around this center. Like to bury just a piece of it. Old school tuck delivery there from Serge. This is his 2nd Canadian senior. He also played in the 2010 Brier, which he lists as his best curling moment. That one slid, obviously a little deeper than he wanted, but this is still no picnic. He's more than edge on edge. There's a piece of this rock buried. Pretty tough shot here for Mike, his 2nd stone in the 1st. Looking for the double kill here. Wow. Feather tick through the hole, and again, Quebec with a chance to draw in and lie 5. They could draw around the guard. I actually like this call here. These 2 yellows are vulnerable. You could make a triple off of those real easy. Their skip, Francois Roberge, veteran player on the tour and at the national level, recognizes that, so he's going to have Serge try to cap this with a tight little guard. I don't even think they need to slide into the rings here, because the odds are Keith Ryan's going to hit it, so you might as well throw it short. That is exactly where they called it, though, so a very well placed shot by Serge Reed. There is a quad available. He could make 4 disappear here. That's why I thought they might throw that a hair higher. Probably have to hit. You got to throw a missile for sure. Going to throw the out turn, and I think you want to hit somewhere in the ballpark of 3/4 of a stone, but you could see some granite fly. Sometimes these shots look like they're just amazing. Sometimes they're lined up like dominoes. This one seems to be the latter, in my opinion. If he's fairly close here, I see him killing 3 for sure. First shot here for skip Keith Ryan. Played in the Brier 2001 and 2005. He actually knows that he needed to hit it a hair high or a hair low. And the dream start continues for Quebec. They've got a few options here. They could draw in around this guard here. They could come around wide where he's indicating here. This rock can be used, obviously, by Newfoundland and Labrador. They could guard that, but I think a good chance to get aggressive. I actually like where they're putting it right now. Thing I don't like about coming into this area here is it makes this run back on this stone quite a bit easier. You're just making the target twice as big. There's no advantage to putting one there. I think the best shot is probably to draw in around here if you're going to leave this run back available on the center line. He disagrees with me, which happens quite a bit. Not nearly as much as when Randy's not here. Randy always wants to argue with me. I can confirm we're going to have the two-time Canadian and world champion, the Iceman from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Al Hackner, who does quite a bit of work with our sponsor, Everest. He's going to be in the booth tomorrow. Joined me for a couple of ends. He was one of my absolute curling idols growing up. Played in 3 straight Brier finals, 1980, 81, and 82. Finally winning in 82, and throws generally what's considered to be the best shot in curling history in the 85 Brier final against Pat Ryan. First rock here for the lefty, Francois Roberge. Francois, the 2006 Brier champion. He threw this one a little too smooth, maybe needs it to slow down. Unfortunate miss there. He would have loved that anywhere in the rings because there's no chance that Keith Ryan was going to make a play on it. He's almost always playing this run back here.
Stick it for now, Keith.
I think in this situation now, instead of trying to make the raise double, because if you make it, that's a great shot, but there's still going to be a shot for 3 available. Think about nosing this straight back on the yellow and trying to leave your shooter there to guard the one that you're running back, and you might actually force them to a tough draw for 2. And it'd be a miracle you could get out of here with a single. Final shot first end. Labrador City's Keith Ryan with the out-turn run back. It's got to be close. They're so off and on it. Jammed it. I think they actually were trying to make the raise double there. I would have preferred them just to try to make the straight nut back. See the replay here. Hits it just a hair high. Shooter spills out, and now it's going to be a draw for 4 and a very quick start for the boys from Quebec. We've talked, there's the last 6 champions of this event are playing in the men's field, but this team I think could be, they would definitely be my dark horse. I think it's actually an insult to call them a dark horse. They're great curlers. I believe they maybe made the semi-final in 2019 in their first trip here.
Come on!
Boys got to work hard on this one. Roberge. No mistake from Francois. So 4 on the board, a very quick start. And an uphill battle now for the team from Newfoundland and Labrador. Just a very well played end there from Quebec. We'll be back for the second end here. Newfoundland and Labrador will have the hammer.
Should have talked.
Non, c'est ça, c'est quoi les yes? Look. Allez. Full fight. Full lancer. Yeah.
Bit of a shocking start to this game. Dennis is going to throw an intern corner guard here, try to get things started for his team. They're going to have to work hard on this one, though. Sweepers scrubbing it as hard as they can to get it over. It doesn't look like it's going to make it, though. So not only are they down 4-0, but Dennis owes everybody a round of drinks.
Yep.
Out-turn draw here for Daniel Bedard. Fifth man at the 2020 Brier.
Just give us a little more.
And I like this. You know, curling's all about family. That's how a lot of us got into the sport. And the best curling moment for him, he says, is going to the Brier with his son, Alec Bedard, in 2020. He was their fifth player. That's how I got in the sport. My grandpa played in the Brier. My dad played in a couple of nationals out of Northern Ontario. And I've got two brothers that curl as well. Such a big part of this game, curling and family. Those yellows are not in a great spot for Quebec, only because they're staggered, so there's no run back available for them if Newfoundland and Labrador gets a rock behind it. Much better corner guard here now from Dennis. Knowing that these rocks aren't in a perfect spot by any stretch, Francois is going to have Maxime draw around them, try to beat them to the spot.
Yes, done. What's good? Yes, done. Yes, done. Hard. Hard. Really hard. Okay, up out.
Good scrub by the guys. Sweep that one right to the button, cold buried. Another example of the late finish on this ice. Excellent shot from Maxime. Intern hit attempt here from Barry Edwards. If he hits this high with the intern, might be able to drag this one back, maybe just clip this rock off the button. I'm just off to a slight angle here, but it looks like it could be close to that.
Shot, Barry. Good
Hit
boy.
it dead on the nose instead, and it was never going to actually come back there anyway. Quebec continues to lie too. Super aggressive call here from Francois. That's a tight guard, very easy run back possibility for Newfoundland and Labrador, and Francois is going to draw right around it here with Maxime. Again, this spot here, if you're sweeping it early for line, you're probably in trouble. Comes up a hair short, but in a very good spot. Keith Ryan's going to have Barry make a play on this. He could make the double two different ways. He could roll the wing, make that double. He could make the straight back double. This took off on him. That's, again, sounds like a broken record, but that's a spot it really, really curls.
Just jump. Jump.
Barry thought he threw it all right. That might have actually grabbed. Like that, that wasn't a very gradual, natural curling move. That really sort of popped. So that might have just caught a little something, but now pretty messy early. Quebec already lying 3, 2 on the center line, looking to throw a center guard. They need this one to stop. It's definitely gonna skate a little further than they wanted. They lie 4, but there's a triple available. You could kill the top 2 for sure, roll the shooter over towards the corner guard, kill all 3 of those. Big shot here from Mike, trying to clean up this mess. Have to open up a shot for your skiff. And again, like that's just, the teams are not picking up on how much that curls in that spot. I don't even think he hated his throw there, but he actually hit the wrong side of the rock. He's not alone. We've seen that happen quite a bit this week. Francois going to stay aggressive with Serge here. Through a tight guard again. They continue to lie 2 for sure, possibly 3. Again, this one looks to be skating.
Non, Max, faut pas être dedans. Go, vas finir le ball. Go. Whoa.
Stayed high enough that it does not allow access to this rock here. But a pretty easy double on these 2. Still need a lot of work on the telestrating. Professional broadcaster, amateur telestrator, maybe preschool telestrator. Pretty simple double here from Mike Ryan. Again, they're all over it early though. Like again, it's like when I keep slicing the ball to the right in golf, just aim left. These guys continue to over curl here. Got actually very fortunate where the 2 greens ended up. This rock here is actually close to half buried behind a guard just in front of the rings. You can see how much ice Francois is taking. He would love it if this rock outcounted this rock, because then he could just play a guard. But with the green one being second shot, he's going to make a play on it. And this is not easy for a couple of reasons. One, you can only see half of it. It's a brand new spot on the ice. Probably some fresh pebble here. You can see how much he is anticipating this rock to curl, though. He's taking 3.5 feet, I would say. Probably throwing back line to hack. If it over curls, he could get lucky off the guard. It's close, real close. Yeah, these guys that come to play tonight, they're not messing around. He made that look easy. No wonder I lost to him so many times when I played.
Ah, je savais pas trop ce qu'elle allait faire non plus. Non, puis elle a briqué pas mal.
All right, 85-90.
So they're going to play the freeze. Heard him say to the front end. He's facing 4 counters. Taking just over 4 feet of ice here. Really tough shot in the second end. It's already down 4-0. I'd get in these situations, I'd sue my team for lack of support, but I never won any of those lawsuits.
Gotta go, Barry, gotta go.
Sweeping hard for weight and line here.
Hard, every inch, every inch, every inch, every inch, every inch, every inch.
This is a great curling shot.
Rachel.
Like, you literally can't walk that down, and I mean, we say that all the time. In this case, you can't.
Oh boy.
I don't know whose shot rock is.
Josh.
Looks like green, according to what Francois has to say. What a shot by Keith Ryan.
87.
Unbelievable, though. Just plant that. Didn't even move the yellow. Some teams would be a little impatient. They try to play a slash on those two rocks there. I don't know that it's even there. I mean, you want to try it because you've just dominated this end by so much, but I think this is a great call by Francois. He's like, fine, he made a great shot. Instead of playing this onto this, which is real tough, if you miss it, you give up an easy deuce. He's going to give up the single here, just block this path. The only way in is for Keith to throw the same shot he just threw, and Francois is going to take that away.
Yes, Dan. Yes, Dan. Yes, Dan. Yes, Dan. Okay. Okay, okay.
Trying their best to hold it out there. Again, see a lot of over curling in this spot here. This one looks really good, though. Weight doesn't even matter. It's all about the line here. Good shot by Quebec. We're now going to try with the green. Skinny little in off here. Try to move this one out. Plant your shooter right here. Love this call. Nothing to lose here. You're guaranteed your single. You're not going to make this shot too many times out of, I don't know, 20 tries. But again, you're down 4-0. There's no other shot. So I really like this call. Just made a beauty, almost a game saver in the second end. Let's see if he can back it up with another just absolute pistol here. Tight out of my hand. This is gone. Had to know it. No, every brush stroke now is just not going to help. But still a great shot by Keith Ryan on his first. Gets Newfoundland and Labrador on the board, but they trail 4-1 after 2 without the hammer. Heading to the third. Some other scores out here tonight. We have the ladies from the Yukon leading Nova Scotia 1-0. The Northern Ontario ladies out to a 1-0 lead over British Columbia. Northern Ontario men leading by the same score, 1-0 over BC. PI men out to a quick start. They're up 3-0 over the Yukon. Quebec ladies scored 2 in the first versus Nunavut. They lead 2-0. Nova Scotia men in a battle of the Maritimes up 1-0 on New Brunswick. Going to be an uphill battle now. We're only in the third, but Quebec up 3 with the hammer and making everything through 2 ends. Barely missed a shot, really. Nice center thrown up there by Dennis. Danielle Bedard will try to draw around it here for Quebec. This is tight out of his hand for sure. Great scrub by the guys. That's buried in there nicely, just short of the 4 foot. I'd be tempted to throw a second center guard here. Fairly deep trouble down 4-1. They're going to opt to play the freeze here with Dennis Langdon. Langdon.
It's me, it's me, it's me, it's me.
So far, Newfoundland and Labrador, 2 wins, 1 loss. They beat Nova Scotia, they beat the Northwest Territories, and they lost to Saskatchewan, who we had on our last draw. They put on a flawless performance in their victory. A nice draw there, but Francois feels there's enough separation that Danielle can come down here. Just chip it out with like hack board weight. This is a nice looking throw. This will finish in here. Actually switched up to try to straighten it out. Great shot by Daniel. I'm telling you, this Quebec team is on, they've come out on fire.
Coming down.
Decided to bring that one right around the Yellowstone. Probably half of the rock available, I would say, for Maxime. He makes this, and it gets pretty dicey early again. I mean, you're up 4-1. You haven't missed a shot yet. You're lying 3. This is starting to get a little scary if you are the team from Labrador City. Working really hard on this. This is definitely going to be an over curl. I'd get off it, actually. Not sure if he was a hair light there or not, but you know what? As far as misses go, that one's fine. It opens up the green rock. You have 3 yellow counters in the rings.
You got 2, I think. Yeah. You got 2.
He's indicated 2 calls here. Hit and roll buried or the guard.
Right?
You don't love to be hitting when you're down 4-1 without, but I think it might be their best option. You throw the guard, you leave a short little run back yellow onto green, and now you're buried in it again. So they're going to play the hit and roll here. Barry Edwards' last rock here in 3. Really nice roll. Barry's right under the guard. Now all of a sudden this end is turned a little bit in the favor of the team from Newfoundland and Labrador. Maxime's going to play the in-turn tap here. I believe he could get to either rock. It curls enough in there, but I think they're playing the one right behind on the button.
Done. The play's done.
Again, nice weight, able to stay, and now you have 3 yellows and 1 very lonely, albeit buried, green rock. Again, it's not like Newfoundland and Labrador are missing a lot of shots here. I mean, Quebec has just come out and made pretty much everything. They're going to try the double here. Jumping it right out of the hand. Mike Ryan, third stone for Team Newfoundland Labrador. Doing a good job of holding it. Just finished at the end. Going to miss the back, and the roll ends up in not a great spot. Let's be honest. I think there's enough available that Serge Reed could chase this with enough weight, kill both greens. You'd still have that guard available if you're Team Newfoundland and Labrador, but it's a little high to be that useful. Super scrub at the end, unable to get by the guard though, so a bit of a reprieve here now for Team Newfoundland. They can throw up the center, looking to guard the one that's directly on the center.
410.
Have to make sure you guard most of this rock, particularly the outside, because that's the access for the double. That is not what he was hoping for. Lines up an easy triple here. I could step off the bench and make this one. I'm absolutely going to jinx Serge Reed here, but this is, if you're ever looking to make a triple for bet your buddy $10 you can make a curling shot, this has got to be it. I'd come out a little smoother than that, though. Wow. Serge had a lot of trouble with the landing gear and sort of threw a soft hook at this one. I mean, he killed two, but it was actually really hard not to kill all three there. Not his best throw of the night.
La première de chance, on ne sait pas qu'il y a vraiment une série. Si. Il y a souvent qui est bon train, puis après c'est perdu. Control? Okay. I went pretty good anyway. Yeah.
Keith's going to play a hit on the open stone at the back. They've gone to force mode. They're not in a great steal opportunity. Has to stay here, though. If he does, no real makeable double for Francois. Not sure what the sweeping going on there was. Easy hit now to set up a deuce. Very late in the end here. Quebec already leading 4-1. They're lying second shot. Opportunity to hit and lie two.
What? Wait, on est deuxième.
My voice is getting a little hoarse because Randy no-showed for the entire day today. I think I made fun of him probably a little too much. His feelings are a little hurt, so maybe I can apologize tonight, and we'll see him out on the broadcast tomorrow. In-turn hit here for the lefty, Francois Roberge. Doesn't need to roll behind the guard, just needs to stick around, and they're trying their best to carve it to do so. Good little scrub there by Maxime. Doubles available or the roll here for Keith Ryan.
Right there, right?
You go there.
Got a roll, right?
Yeah.
Big thing they could do is just actually, they could nose hit this rock.
You got to roll though.
Yeah, no.
And it would force Francois to hit and roll into the 8-foot, because if you're to go nose, trade 2 nose hits on this rock, the green rock in the back will outcount the double nose rock here at the top of the 8-foot. So if they nose this rock, it'd be here, nose it again, it'd be here. This one would then be second shot. So a nose hit here is not the end of the world. In fact, if you're to roll into the 8-foot, if you don't make the double, it's actually a bad shot. You could also just cross the face, take all doubt of it, and roll dead buried. That's not easy. Keith's favorite curling moment is walking into the opening ceremonies at the 2001 Brier.
Really gotta go. Little roll.
Well managed stone there. He knew the situation. I don't know though if he got shot rock. Early indication is that he did, so without rolling dead buried there, he did about as well as he could. Because as you can see, if Quebec tries to hit this rock, they need to roll into this area here. That risks the jam, and that would be a steal of 1. They can't roll in this direction, or they don't outcount this rock. So a tricky little shot here for Quebec. They could also just draw for 1 or nose hit this for 1. I mean, you could get fancy and try to throw like a hack or board and chip this over the top of the yellow, but this is the far more prudent play. You're already up 4-1. Take your single. It's a nice shot there by Keith Ryan to set up the force. But keep control of the game here. All you have to do is bite the 8-foot and you're up 5-1.
Léger. Penche, je suis léger. Non, OK.
Pas léger, léger.
Yes, la ligne, next. OK. Ligne à deux, il n'y a pas de danger. Reste avec. Reste avec.
Nice rotation on this one. Looks like the weight's perfect. The guys are just escorting the rock down the ice comfortably into the 4-foot. So put a single on the board. The end of 3, it is Quebec 5. Newfoundland and Labrador 1.
Il a mis l'orchette. 4. I knew on my first one I had to nose it. Just roll a bit, give you a trick.
Really like the patience there from Francois. No real makeable shot for 2. Took his medicine, drew for 1. 5-1 lead, coincidentally, on the sheet next to us. BC ladies have taken 2 in the third, 3, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. They lead 5-1 over Northern Ontario. The Yukon leads Nova Scotia in a ladies game 2-1. The BC men are tied at 1 with Northern Ontario. Northern Ontario with the hammer in the third. New Brunswick men up 2-1 with the hammer over Nova Scotia. They're in the third over there. Again, pretty simple to map out the early shots in this end. Perfect draw to the button there by Danielle. And a corner guard here for Dennis. You'll see another rock right in the top 8 foot, like to be on the center line here for Quebec. And then again, I'd like to see a second corner guard out of Newfoundland and Labrador, but we'll see what they do. We haven't seen much of that this week. You see a lot more of it on tour. I still think at the senior level, that second guard can come in handy for sure. Need to get as many rocks in play, trying to create some offense. Maxime trying to scrub that one over, not as much for weight, mostly for line. And yeah, here is the double corner guard here. Dennis is going to throw the out-turn guard on the other side, try to even them up, not set up a double peel. Slides a little deep, but fairly even. Very usable stone. No opportunity for Quebec to peel those, so they're going to have Maxime throw a tight little center guard here. Try to scrub that one over at the end, not quite far enough. Still access to the yellow rocks in the 4 foot, but they're at least half buried.
65-70.
Mistake you see a lot here is the overthrow. You sort of chip and go. Opportunity, if you throw the right weight here, to use your sweepers, navigate that rock towards the center. Heard hack early out of the hand, and now they're trying to carve it. Guard is not going to be in play at all, but this spot finishes quite a bit. It's a good looking shot. It's an excellent throw. Really good angle set up there for green. Angled right on that yellow. Quebec still lies 2. This is the beauty of the 5-rock rule, and when you throw the 2 guards, there's just so much up front, it just doesn't make sense for Quebec to go into peel mode. So you're down 4. The other team's lying 2, but the beauty is you've got them into a draw game, a little bit of a junk game here, which is exactly what you need. On the flip side now, you've got 2 perfectly placed guards out there for Quebec. You're up 4, and you've got the other team throwing double peels. That's also good. Double peel is made. A very good shot there. Opens everything up. Quebec lies 2. They're going to throw a tight center right on the center line. Try to guard the green.
Easy, overkill. Overkill, pas un coup. Pas un coup, faut pas être full loose.
Over curls and probably the wrong way as well. You would have preferred for that to under curl than over. A good chance to either play the back yellow here or the top green.
Freeze. What do you want? What do you want? Freeze is 80, 85?
Looking to play the freeze two-shot rock in the back of the forefoot here for Mike Ryan. Mike's favorite curler is his skip. I used to say that too if I was feeling like I was in danger of getting cut from the team. It's been well noted over the last 2 weeks. I'm no Leaf fan, and that's his favorite sport team, so I think he should aim higher. Try to cheer for a professional hockey team. Somebody who's won something in the last 50 years and counting. They wanted that right on the back one, so that's a miss, but it still lines up really nice. The angle's there. Green, green, yellow. You can make that for fun right here. So they're going to play this short little run back. I like this call here. Some teams would guard, but you guard, they'll run your rock in. This is a very nice call here from Francois. Third stone, Serge Reed. Again, an over curl in that spot, but he was able to just tick out the green one on his run back. Leaves his guard in a decent place. Mike Ryan's going to have the same freeze, I think. That was the initial call here from Keith.
Was the number good?
I thought it was. Just picked, I think.
Okay.
So a second attempt at this freeze for Mike Ryan. And it's almost a carbon copy of the first. Sets up this nice little angle here. Later in the end now, though, you might see a guard thrown up in this area here with a Yellowstone, actually. Somewhere up here or higher. The odds are this guard, if you throw it, they're going to run back. So you'd want it more up on the Everest, somewhere on the E or the R in Everest. Even on the R of senior would be a good spot for this one. I don't like the short slash they played on the last one. Another, this is a great call. Super aggressive. But I like it. Francois' favorite hockey team has about as much chance of winning the Stanley Cup this year as the Leafs do. He's cheering for the Quebec Nordiques. Actually, I'm going to rephrase. I think Quebec has a better chance. I'm getting booed here by some Leaf fans behind the glass. They're nice people, just not that bright. And I'm going to give a sponsor plug here to Everest. His favorite movie is Pay It Forward, and that's exactly what Everest does. Proud sponsor of this Canadian Senior Curling Championship. Been involved for 7 years. They put on a great event last week in Ottawa, Ontario with Curling Canada at the Ottawa Hunt. And they are player first. That is what they look for. It's all about the player experience. So Everest is a sponsor that absolutely pays it forward. Mark Duffy and his team, curling ambassadors Randy Furby, Jennifer Jones, Cheryl Bernard, And I'm just proud to be a part of the broadcast with Curling Canada, TSN, the local committee here in Sault Ste. Marie, as well as Everest. Weight was close, pound heavy, and now a chance here for Keith Ryan. Make a little soft hit and roll here. Greenstone roll over here in this area. No real angle with any of these stones to get at it if he does. So a good chance, probably the best opportunity so far in this game for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Like if you want to, you can
They've been up against it for a lot of it. Talking about the freeze, what I don't like about the freeze is Francois he can throw the rock pretty hard. Unless the freeze is perfect, he'll blast it out of there, and then you'll be forced to make the draw for one. Where if you make this shot, you just need a half miss out of Francois, and you could get two. I learned very early, probably around kindergarten math, that two is higher than one. So given an opportunity, I'd go for the deuce.
I think so. Yeah.
Really trying to brush and hold on to this.
Whoa! Take the shooter!
Over curl, chips off the front, leaves a little sort of horseshoe of Quebec stones in the back 4 foot. They lie 3. And it's going to be a very tough score now for the team from Newfoundland and Labrador if Francois can lob one down here into the top button.
C'est ça, mon chat. Même là, c'est tient de faire, un peu moins de
So he's going to try to draw right into this area here. I'll get the color right eventually. And if he does, it's going to be extremely difficult for the team from Newfoundland and Labrador. Not only the score, but I mean, prevent them from scoring anywhere from 1 to 4. Real chance here. It's a game that Quebec is just, they haven't missed much. Newfoundland and Labrador has played very well, but just a couple of key sort of half shots have led to the difference in the scoreboard here, and it could get a lot wider. Speaking of wide, I think he was a little full on this one. Line's really nice now. He has perfect weight trying to drag this. I'd actually be carving it if I was them. Ooh, might have overswept it. It's going to stop. I don't think he could do a lot better. Maybe leave that just a hair higher. Like I'm talking a half rock higher. Put it this way, I'd rather be yellow in this end. Is there a possibility of sneaking past here with the green stone? Yellow onto yellow, clip this out. I think this one you're gonna miss though. So again, yellow, yellow. It's easy to get this one, and this one. The hard one maybe to get rid of is that one. So if you make this shot, you maybe get a single again. They had to leave that rock, I think, any higher, like a half rock higher. It's maybe a piece
You ever
buried,
squeak
so
this
you
deep?
might
Well
not
done,
even
every
be
one of
able to get at this one. You might not see enough of this.
You like trying that?
I always
No,
like
no.
making triple takeouts to give up a single.
Oh yeah, it does easy.
That'll drive you into retirement real
You hit
fast.
it right here. That comes off of that and they all go.
He's got them
Yes, we
all
are.
going. I don't know if I see a quad here.
What do you want to do then? It's either that or play this triple.
He's talking this triple here. So hit this one, it clips
Either way,
this one,
you're giving them at
and
least
all
one.
three of these go. This one would count as a steal of one. They think if they play
This
either
one you got a
shot,
chance to score.
I don't know if he's right. I'd love to find out. He thinks if they hit this one, they might score one.
That
The
never
other shot
goes.
is to hit this one and you give up one. And that's if you, again, you're making a triple takeout to give up a single.
No, that angle, this one never goes.
There's enough room there between the logo.
Okay, we can try it. You see it?
Now they're looking at an angle raise over here.
If you don't think we can see enough of this, then you have to play that.
I mean, the ball game's on the line there. You hit that angle,
If you hit that there, that's probably going, right?
you could give up the world. I don't see how you score with the angle raise. Again, I'm not out on the ice, but if we can just get a shot of the rings from behind, maybe I can try to diagram up what they're thinking,
Which
but
one
I
do you want
don't,
with that?
I don't see how you score with it. I think the easiest way for Newfoundland and Labrador to score would be to start this end over. Just call a mulligan, kick the rocks down the other end, and replay it. Good look here. So there's a rock up here. They're thinking of angling it
This one you're
back.
probably scoring, right?
They
if
could
you-
nut it onto
if you hit it a whisker
here.
high too, right? If you hit it here,
And they'd
right?
have to dead nut it, but I still don't know that it outcounts this rock.
You're probably
That
gonna
might
score
be
one,
their
right?
easiest
Yeah.
way to score a single, but then even this one could just jam and sit right here. Let's be honest, they're in a world of hurt. I've been there.
What do you want to do?
It happens. Other
I
teams
think you
playing
try it.
great, and I love the, you know what? Keith Ryan, all the guts in the world. He's going to come down here. Our final rock of the first half of the game, play this angle slash. If he can completely nut it, there is a chance that this rock could clip off of here, maybe touch this one, spin out the side, and the rock that he's running in outcounts this one for a single. It would be our new leader for shot of the week, that is for sure. Final rock here of the fourth end. Quebec leading Newfoundland and Labrador 5-1. Keith Ryan with the in-turn haymaker. Angle slash facing four.
Yep, hard to this.
They're on it early. She go.
Whoa, whoa.
No.
Yep.
Now they're trying to fluke another one and did a good job of it. Wow. That wasn't even close to what he tried, but a great line call, so a steal of one. Francois cannot believe it. The game should have ended there. That should have been a steal of four. Instead, it's a steal of one. We will be back live from Sault Ste. Marie at the Everest Canadian Seniors Curling Championships. Quebec up 6-1 on Newfoundland at the break.
Before there was ice, there was our hallway at home. I was always the shy, quiet kid who loved math. But when I saw math come alive in the geometry of the game, I found my passion and my voice. It's a game of precision, a game of inches. It's the equation that now defines who I am.
One might say I was born to overcome challenges. 2 months premature, in and out of the hospital, and a heart condition. My parents call me their miracle baby. As with all survivors, I searched for my place in this world, and I found it here. This pebbled ice is where I battle now, and at only 12, I am already a 5-year veteran of this sport. I have my sights set on the Olympics. I will push hard to get there. The only size that matters in this sport is the size of your dreams.
Sweep! Sweep! Hurry! Hurry! Hard! Hurry hard! Hard! Hurry hard! 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 Yeah! Woo! We should really be curling.
This ice is everything. It's where I come to feel close to her, to feel whole. This building helped raise me when my mother no longer could. When I step on the ice, she steps with me. My dad is my rock. We're a team now, like the 4 of us when we step on the ice. People say that this isn't a contact sport, but that's not true. It contacts you where you need it the most.
Good evening, curling fans, and welcome back to the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. We're live from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Tonight we're featuring a battle of teams with 2 wins and 1 loss, but it's been dominated right now by Quebec taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. Quebec up 6-1 as we come out of our 4th end break. Real tough shot last end by Keith Ryan. He's trying an angle slash against 4. Actually overcurled enough, he was able to spin his rock in and limit the damage to 1. Or it would be 9-1 right now, but Quebec has just made everything. Another nice shot there by Dan to start the end. Dennis is going to throw up the corner. I'm going to catch everyone up again. So this senior championship, there's 14 teams. You play 2 pools of 7, 6-game round robin. Our current standings in the A pool for the men, and this is not an A and B division, just Pool A, Pool B. Saskatchewan leads at 3-1. These 2 teams are in second place at 2-1, tied with New Brunswick. And then Pool B is being dominated by both Ontario and Alberta in the men's. They're both 4-0. Northern Ontario 2-1 in third place. In the women's, Manitoba out to a 4-0 start in Pool A, chased by BC and Quebec, both at 2-1. And then a bit of surprise, the 3-time Canadian Seniors champion Sherry Anderson of Saskatchewan is 2-2. So they've got their work cut out for them if they're looking for that 4th title. Pool B so far, Sherry Madaw of Ontario, the class, 4-0. Yukon, Nova Scotia, and Cheryl Bernard from Alberta are all 2-1. So we're almost we're basically halfway through the week for every team. Not the week, but the round robin. That's my bad. Just the round robin. They play 6 games. The top 4 teams from each pool advance to the championship round. Our finals for men's and ladies are on Sunday. I'm your host, Peter Stesky. Doing a solo one tonight. Last night we had Brad Jacobs in. We've had Randy Furby. We're going to get EJ and Al Harnan in this week. I think Brad's going to come back. Hopefully Randy doesn't, but he might. Double corners here for Newfoundland and Labrador. No choice. You're down a 5 ball. Got to get some rocks in play. Maxime Lemele did not fill out his bio, but I have to assume that his favorite curler is Pierre Charette. Quebec legend, 8 Brier appearances, 2-time finalist. Won the 2003 Grand Slam title. Now works with the Grand Slam of curling. He used to coach these guys. They won the Brier in 2006, defeated Glenn Howard in the final.
You're in, Dennis.
Skip Jean-Michel Menard, bald. That was always my problem when I curled. I think I had too much hair to be successful. I mean, you look at Brad Jacobs, Kevin Cooey, even Menard was bald, Kevin Martin, Glenn Howard. I got a full head of hair, so I basically had no chance. Really, Jeff Stoughton and Brad Goucher are the only exception to that rule for the most part. You can play the run back here. I actually don't mind that. Right now it's a guard. You could get rid of it and kill the green. It would leave 2 corners though. Francois has called a very aggressive game the entire game. He's going to play the in-turn sort of hack waiter here. This is a spot you'll get a lot of late finish with the right weight.
Yes, sir, yes. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, the bounce, come on! Come on!
He's able to tap that one into the open. Sit buried. I misspoke there actually. Maxime, I just got a text from one of his family members and they said his real idol is Louis Biron.
Okay.
Louis used to play with Pierre, Donnie Westfall, the bread man, Dan Lemery. Louis, one of the great curlers out of Quebec and all around good guys. Sorry, Pierre, you came second place on that one, buddy.
9-8-9.
In-turn draw here now for Barry Edwards, throwing second stones. This has to curl more than the mullet I had back in the early 90s, and it did not do so. Rex on the guard, but does guard their shot rock in the forefoot.
I started to grind in there.
Ça, ici, OK. Oh,
Out turn peel, in turn peel.
That's good.
I think he'd love to throw that one again. Makes a heck of a raised double. The problem is they were all his own stones. Serge is not loving that. He's a good guy, but he's I don't know if I should be laughing because he's not, but obviously Quebec's had a great game tonight. That was not one of their better throws.
What's that?
1994.
Mike Ryan now with the best chance they've had all game. They're already lying 2. They have the hammer. Chance here to draw in and lie 3.
5, 6. 5.
9, 10. Where? Yep. Henry. Gotta go for the hop. Okay, here. Yep. Yep.
5, 6.
That's what we are.
Okay. Yeah.
Chance here for redemption with Serge. Trying to run some greens back, but it's going to overcurl. Again, a really nice chance here for Newfoundland and Labrador to maybe get 3, get back in this game. I'm not sure. I mean, we saw this in our last game where they drew in here, grouped the rocks. Might be better to get one in over here. You put one here, this run back, you could kill the works. It's already a hard enough double. But it's such, if you draw another one in behind this yellow, it's such an easy run back, and they're probably going to kill 2, especially if Francois level the way he's playing tonight. So I like this call. Keith switching up the call here. He's going to draw around. You don't even have to scare the guard. You just want to get your rock over somewhere on the other side of the rings.
Easy, guys, easy.
Needed to stop. I think it is not going to, though, and that's an unforced error. Mike Ryan letting Team Quebec off the hook. Now they've got this raised double. He could just peel one out. A lot of options when you're up 6-1. Like to give a shout out to Francois' son. Just won the Quebec Circuit Provincial this weekend. His name's Vincent Roberge. So the apple does not fall far from the tree. Congratulations to Vincent. Hopefully he's as nice a guy as his dad is. Hard to believe he wouldn't be. Great role model like Francois. His favorite curler is Mark Kennedy, another lefty, and he put that in brackets. Those lefties stick together. I've got a sister-in-law who's a lefty curler, and she also has red hair, so she's got the whole lefty ginger thing going on. Out-turn run back, raise double opportunity here for Francois to dash the dreams in this fifth end. It's been a great end so far for Newfoundland and Labrador, but they just missed their last. This is close. Wow. Just a great curling shot. Raise the broom there from Francois. This is just excellent curling. No choice here for Keith Ryan but to regroup. They're looking at a potential 3, still 2 on the board. He can make this hit and roll buried. I think the best option is maybe to go behind your own green. It's higher, so it's possible to chase it, but I think if he rolls behind the yellow, Francois just still has that same run back, so.
Yep, get his hurt! Hurt! Hurt!
Good scrub by the guys. Excellent line call as well, and a very well thrown stone. Anytime you make a hit and roll buried like that, it's a team shot. This is a perfect example of that, so I'm not sure if it's worth chasing. What they could do is just play the in-turn draw. They could, yeah. I love this. He doesn't even waste much time looking at that over there. If he can bury this in, doesn't have to be in the forefoot. You're not trying to steal one here. All you're trying to do is bury in behind this center guard, B-shot rock, and it's a force. The only shot they would have is maybe an angle raise off of this, which is extremely difficult and brings a steal in play, or an in-off off of this rock here, which is just gross. So if he can draw in full 8-foot, out count the green on the wing behind this yellow, he's done his job. Probably going to be a force, unless Keith wants to take on the risk of scoring 2, and then it could be a steal. That being said, this shot still has to be made. Very swingy spot here, so it's hard to leave it perfectly buried in a spot where Keith won't be able to chase it.
Non, non, attends, Max. Attends, c'est fort. Attends, reste proche. Reste proche, Max. Easy, 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 et pas pire. Faut que tu caches, Dan.
Il va.
Yes, Dan. Yes.
Just screaming at him at the end. Buries that in perfect. Surprise, surprise. Beauty shot there. As much as there was a team shot on that hit and roll, that was a team shot there by Quebec. And I like this out of Keith. He knows a single is no good for him here. He knows that, and he is going to take on this angle raise for 2. Run this corner guard back. He's got to hit probably a little less than 3/4 of a rock, somewhere around maybe 70% of it. Good shot here by the guys. This onto this. I mean, it's low percentage, but not really. You see this made a lot. I think he can make it be great to stick it for 2. Obviously, that's why he's playing it.
Oh, get it!
Expect him to be close to get it for at least 1, though. Trying to carve it over. Hit it a hair high. Good attempt, but it's a steal of 1 in a game that Quebec has dominated from start to finish. They now lead 7-1. Heading to the 6th. Both teams with a 2-1 record. 3rd win will probably get you some kind of tiebreaker scenario. 4 would get you in for sure. BC has just scored 8 points in a row in the ladies game beside us. They take an 8-1 lead over Northern Ontario. They're going to be a team to deal with this week. They're skipped by 5-time Scottish champion Marianne Arsenal. They'll be moving their record to 3-1.
Easy. Sur bonne, faut la mettre sur bonne, la ligne est pas bonne. Come on, là, descends-la tout ce que tu veux. Hein. Thank you, Steve. Get down.
Tough spot here for Newfoundland and Labrador. They trail 7-1. Quebec's making everything. Had a chance at last end. Just Mike Ryan slipped through the rings. Francois followed that up with a raised double and a perfect draw around a corner after Keith made a great roll. So again, you can see how Newfoundland and Labrador have won 2 games out of the 3 they've played. This has just been a totally different level of competition tonight. I don't know too many teams out of Quebec in the men's that would want to play, and by too many, I would say 0 that want to play these guys here tonight. That ends up in an okay spot, slid behind, but Dennis will throw up another corner guard here. Dennis' favorite curler is Mark Nichols, a fellow Newfoundland and Labrador resident, off to his 2nd Olympic Games. Congratulations to Team Gushu. Not a popular win in the curling club that I'm sitting in right now as they defeated Sault Ste. Marie's Brad Jacobs, but hats off to that team. Wish them all the best. 2nd Olympics for Brad Gushu, Mark Nichols. First time for Brett Gallant and Jeff Walker. Big competition will come from Team Scotland. Bruce Mowat, probably the #1 ranked team in the, well, they're not #1 ranked, but they are the best team in the world right now. And also the 5-time world champion from Sweden and silver medalist at the last Olympics, Nick Edin. Tried to drag that center guard there, not quite enough. You can see the 2 yellows are available. You just want to sort of throw back ring here, something where you're going to keep your rock in play, maybe even hack. Barry Edwards trying to score some points here. Who's your favorite curler? My wife.
Control!
Good for you, buddy. That's a guy who knows. Happy wife, happy life. I like that. Able to spring those rocks around, but a wide open hit here now for Maxime. throwing second stones for Quebec, 2006 Canadian champion. Overswept it a hair. It doesn't matter really. Gonna roll out. Again, you can see how messy it gets though with the 5-rock rule. It's early in the end. When you throw those 2 corner guards, it can cause some mayhem. Quebec's a very good hitting team, but there's not much you can do when you have to leave those guards there. You could do what Brad Jacobs talked about last night. He has Ryan Hartnett quite a bit. Instead of the tick shot off of the center line with corner guards, what you could do is hit the outside of them, try to chip them into the rings, and then you can hit it with your next one. Pretty sweet draw there, undercover, mostly buried for Barry. Sorry about the play on words there.
Yeah.
Sirs can see enough of it because the guard's high enough and the ice is so good and it curls in there. They're going to play bumper weight. His favorite team's the New England Patriots. They threw 3 passes last night in an NFL game and defeated the Buffalo Bills. That's unheard of. 1972 called. They want their strategy back. Not able to get past the guard, but you know what? That's fine. Peel it off. You're actually still shot rock. And you got the guard out of play. I think you'll see Newfoundland and Labrador draw around this other guard here. Quick call by Keith.
All I gotta do is make a couple, eh? Go around the corner. All I gotta do is make a couple, is it? 95?
So I met this beauty last week at the Canadian Curling Club Championship. Steve Bragg, he played for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. He wants to give a shout out to the boys on the ice tonight, let them know that he's supporting them. Him and his team are fantastic. He played with Mark Noseworthy. I've known Mark a long time. Played in 4 Briars out of Newfoundland and is undefeated at the Briar against Randy Furby. So take that, Randy. I hope you're enjoying your time back in the hospitality room. That's what you get for not showing up. Big win for the boys tonight in the Super League, so maybe we can get Sporty Bragg trending again. Check it out, folks. It's for real. But it was a real treat last week to meet all of these elite level club players. They really enjoy the game. They're obviously very good at it, but they know how to have a lot of fun too. And Steve's definitely one of those guys. So thanks for reaching out. Back to the action here. An open hit here for Serge. Pretty easy shot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Shot.
Fort un peu, peut-être. T'as pas ça un peu, hein?
Hein? Non, non, c'est correct. C'est correct, c'est correct.
C'est une militaire, hein, ici? Oui, il va être good.
So up 7-1, Quebec line 2, couple guards in play, and a counter just buried for Newfoundland. They have to find a way potentially get rid of these 2 yellows. Not very easy. It would take 2 shots to do it. So Keith's not too interested in that.
Same number? Same number.
He's going to play the straight come around here with Mike Ryan.
Three, four. Line's good. Line's good, yeah.
Not able to drag that in. So it's late in the end now to hit. They're already lying 2. We're going to see Quebec go on the offense here. Francois is a lefty, so this is his out turn come around.
Had to be shot, eh? Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Yep.
Chance to draw in lie 3. Love this to be in front of the tee line. Probably all the way you could bite the button here. Curls real nice. Don't need to get close to this yellow guard at all. It'll finish hard.
Easy. Yes! Yes! Yes, Max! Whoa! 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 Yes! Easy! Easy! Oh, easy! Just away! Done! Easy, done! Easy! Whoa! Easy!
That's pretty much perfect. Story of the game tonight, really.
Yep.
Another tough spot here for Keith. He's been facing it all night. He's made some beauties. Made one of the shots of the game. This coming down this way a couple ends ago, he made the out turn draw, perfect freeze to save a single. I believe that was in the second end. He's got to be just as precise here, facing a 7-1 deficit and 3 counters from Quebec. His first shot here in the 6th. Big scrub early, trying to hold the line. Can't afford to touch this guard, but this looks just dead light. Yeah, not gonna do it. I think the end is near here. Francois is gonna lob another one down right in front of the one he just threw. Basically, only thing he can't do is afford to be heavy. There's no shot on this side here, I don't think. Definitely cannot make a play on that rock. So they're going to try to just draw into this area. The only shot will be the wide out turn draw. And again, I don't even know if a single is enough to continue. You'd be down 5 without the hammer. So I don't think I'm going to be getting paid overtime tonight. I'm still going to put in for it, though. If Randy's not paying attention, I might be able to slide that past him. So it could be the final shot for Francois tonight in a game that has just been outstanding for him and his team. Going to move their record to 3-1, right in the thick of it. Newfoundland and Labrador, though, with if this score holds up, which I'm going to tell you it's going to, move to 2-2, and they're still right in playoff contention. This is probably the worst shot tonight, I would say, that's Francois has thrown. Just built him up way too big there. Probably got his confidence going too much. That's my bet.
Je vais arriver, l'option c'est court, puis on va pas Ah ouais. C'est tough les deux.
Chance to score, but again, this is just not easy. They left that rock side by each. It's very hard to get to the rock on the button with any momentum. You could just rip the 2 out, but that would be a steal of 2. But to score here, the level of difficulty is still extremely high. Keith Ryan from the Carroll Curling Club in Labrador City up against it, trailing 7-1. His final rock here in 6.
Oh. Yeah, Barry. Gotta go, Barry. Really hard.
I don't think this one's going to do it.
Really hard, really hard, really hard.
Going to be a steal of 2. Nah, a steal of 3, we'll say. I think it's 3. I don't think it matters. I think it's time to move forward and hit the bar.
It's 2, eh?
If I'm Quebec, I just say 2 and go to the change room. Doesn't matter. Handshakes at the other end. So a victory for Quebec. They defeat the team from Team Newfoundland and Labrador. They move to 3 wins and a loss. Newfoundland and Labrador at 500, 2-2. We will be back tomorrow. My name is Peter Stesky. Hope you enjoyed our streaming today. We've got 3 games tomorrow. We're going to be joined by the 2-time Canadian World Champion Al Hackner. Signing off here at the Everest Canadian Senior Men's and Women's Curling Championships from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Have a great night.